Hello and welcome. Tonight, a husband, his wife and their first child die in an accident, while other children survive in a fatal accident in Anambra State. Quick-thinking church members avert what would have been a tragic explosion at the Ekwa Church in Jos Plateau State. SARAP seeks probe of the Niger Delta Amnesty Program. And defending champion Novak Djokovic beats Roger Federer in 4 sets to win his 3rd Wimbledon and 9th Grand Slam title. Good evening and welcome. I am Amarachi Obani. It's a Black Sunday in Awka, Anambra State capital, as a fatal accident claimed 3 of 6 lives in a family. The accident, which occurred at Immigration Junction along Enugu-Onitsha Expressway near Amansia, involved a trailer heavily laden with bricks and a 40-feet container and a Toyota Camry vehicle. According to eyewitnesses, the trailer is being pursued by officials of the Civil Defense Corps, and in a bid to escape, it rammed the Camry car and fell on top of it, crushing the occupants. That's a family of 6 from Enugu Uku community who were on their way to Enugu. Now, 3 of the children in the vehicle, including a 7-month-old baby, survived, while the man, his wife, and the first son all lost their lives. Meanwhile, the Anambra State Governor, Willie Obiano, has visited the victims in hospital and given assurances that the state government will bear the cost of their treatment.
The horrifying sight of a massive trailer fallen on top of a Toyota Camry. The accident scene is the Immigration Junction along Enugu-Onitsha Expressway near Amansi. Eyewitnesses say the container trailer laden with bricks was being pursued by officers of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps when it rammed the stricken car.
The civil defense that standing here was trying to check, stop the motor, know what he carrying for motor, but he didn't want to stop. Before you know it, the small car was putting a driver that was going this Enugu Expressway. Before you know it, this motor ran climb this small motor, and the man was crying help, help, help. So all of us just rushed to know what is happening, how to going to rescue the people. Before you know it, the motor now don't fall, and on top of them, the man died, the wife died, the first son died.
Officials of the Federal Road Safety Corps and the police go through the mangled remains of the car to find any clues of the accident victim's identity. They find various personal effects belonging to them. Witnesses call for a ban on heavy-duty trucks plying the highway during the daytime.
If these vehicles slow down here now, in the Free School, you see a tow truck. Zam, over there to that, you'll be asked to pay 250,000 from here to Aroma Junction here. Go and pay to road safety account. Road safety account, tow truck account, road safety. Road safety account has tow truck account. A vehicle given to police by a United Nations. Then they pursue for that, for Aroma, then they pursue. I don't know the number of that civil defense. I'm telling you.
The occupants of the vehicles are identified as Mr. and Mrs. Okechukwu Odinigwe of Urata village in Njikoka local government area of Anambra State with their 4 children. 3 of the children survive. Their parents and eldest brother do not. The surviving victims are conveyed to the nearby Mission Hospital where they are treated at the Emergency and Accident Unit. Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano visits the survivors, a 7-month-old baby and his siblings aged 4 and 6, and promises to see through their welfare. The governor also directs the Commissioner of Police to investigate the cause of the fatal accidents.
We're going to treat the patient, these small girls, that does not their parents, they are not aware yet that that's what's happened. That's a big, I don't know what to say, but it's terrible what has happened this evening. I'm happy that the wives, I saw these children, by God's grace, they will all be well. These people here, they will be very well, these people, but they've lost their parents. and they've lost their elder brother, you know, for a reckless, if you will, driver, who is in police custody now.
This is one accident too many, particularly involving heavy vehicles, especially with the memories of the Onitsha tanker fire accident still fresh. Now would be the time for government to enforce safety measures on heavy-duty vehicles in order to prevent more needless loss of lives.
Conflicting casualty figures continue to trail an attack at the Abonchia market in Eleme local government area of Rivers State yesterday. While eyewitnesses put the death toll at about 11, the Nigerian police says 5 people died. The gunmen, numbering about 3 and suspected to be cultists, are said to have ridden on a motorbike and shot sporadically at a group of youth at a motorcycle wash section of the market. A police public relations officer in the state, Ahmad Muhammad, who confirmed the shooting, said that only 5 people were killed in the incident, but that 1 person has been arrested in connection with the attack. Members of a church in Jos, the Plateau State capital, have averted what could have been a tragedy after a bomb found within the premises of the church was flung out. The bomb exploded mid-air, injuring no one. Eyewitnesses say the evangelical church, Winning All, Ekwa, was filled with worshippers before the incident occurred. Upon its arrival at the church, the police anti-bomb squad discovered and defused another explosive device planted in the church's restroom.
Quick thinking, a brave heart and decisiveness are the major reasons why these worshippers at the evangelical church Winning All, Ekwa, are alive today. A keen-eyed worshipper observed a strange object on a visit to the restroom. After an alarm was raised, church leaders and the church security took a decision. They had to fling it out of the premises. A prominent member who spoke to Channels Television would not, however, want his face shown on television for security reasons.
The service was on and somebody called my attention that, hey, they saw something in the toilet. And so when I came, he was narrating what that thing was. And I said, well, let's pray. We prayed with him. And then he said, well, go in and carry that thing and throw it over the fence before it explodes. Because if it explodes inside the structure, it would have been disastrous. So it detonated in the air. And that was what happened.
I just picked the thing and I polyethylene back. Then I go out. I wanted to throw it away, but I said you should check, maybe somebody's passing. I don't want to throw bomb on somebody's head. Then he said clear. Then when I just threw it, before it landed, it exploded. So I ran away.
Those who hatched this devious plan, however, had more in mind. The second bomb was lurking ominously somewhere. Luckily, anti-bomb experts ensured that the device was defused without any incident. The police is advising worship centers as well as business areas, including shopping malls, to construct perimeter fences around their property for safety. As these church members heave a sigh of relief, the police is advising Nigerians to report strange movements and objects to security agents on time so that tragedies can be prevented from happening.
We're staying with security. Suspected Boko Haram militants have launched an attack on a prison in the southern town of Diffa in Niger Republic late yesterday in an apparent bid to free fellow members of the group held there. Reports say that security sources saw 3 assailants and 1 soldier killed before the attack was repelled. Boko Haram is also reported to have attacked the prison back in February. A second military source adds that the attackers may have been residents of Diffa, as no one had seen them enter the town. Meanwhile, a man dressed in a woman's hijab has blown himself up in the main market in Chad's capital, in N'Djamena, killing 10 people and injuring 80 others, 16 people, beg your pardon. No group immediately claimed responsibility, but Chad has blamed Boko Haram for a series of bombings and shootings in recent weeks. Chad's police spokesperson Paul Manga says that 16 people, including the bomber, have died. Separately, police sources reported a second explosion about 30 kilometers north of N'Djamena that killed one person. Several witnesses said the bomber had tried to enter the market wearing a woman's burqa. Chad authorities banned the head-to-toe religious garment last month, citing the risk that attackers could use it as a disguise or hide explosives underneath. The Nigerian Navy has promised to effectively police the waters to ensure that it is secured for cross-river state citizens and investors coming into the state. This assurance was given by the flag officer commanding Eastern Naval Command, Rear Admiral Henry Babalola, during the passing out parade of the 2014-2015 final year students of the Nigerian Navy Secondary School, Akpabuyo, Calabar. The FOC maintained that although the command may have recorded some criminal cases in the past, it will not rest on its oars in ensuring that security is beefed up to combat unrepentant sea pirates.
Very safe. Calabar waterways is safe, but like I said, there are always the bad eggs in societies who have some sporadic incidences, and I think we have been able to deal with them. Like I always state, at any time we have patrol boats at sea. We also have boats escorting merchant vessels, especially the ones involved in sub-regional trade between Nigeria, Cameroon, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea. And honestly, before 2013, we were having daily attacks, being reduced to a minimum. But we have to apply caution. These are sea robbers and criminal elements that they live in the riverine communities with law-abiding citizens. So we must take our time. We must have very robust intelligence before we strike at most of these settlements. And the security agents are not sleeping. If you compare with what was happening even on the waterways and even in Calabar municipality 2 months ago, you agree with me that there has been a very, very remarkable improvement.
In part 2 after the break, SERAP seeks probe of the Niger Delta Amnesty Program. To stay with us.